You don't mind, don't worry about those people that are delusional. They think we are still sleeping. Let me tell you people so that they will hear wherever they are. I wanted to help them. Sincerely, because I know them. And I've said it before. These are people that I've helped. I pay their children's school fees. I pay their house rent. I know somebody said, my father was a sheriff. My father was already a sheriff officer from 2005 when I started working in finance. So if he says my father was a sheriff officer, yes, my father was a sheriff officer. Before I started working here, I was even a sheriff manager. So I wasn't a beggar. I had enough that I could eat and extend to people. So if you say, I didn't know it was a sheriff, I was a sheriff manager in my own corner. So I wanted to help them. We all knew what happened when they crossed. And how did they cross? Because of our God. For them to make that mistake. They are gone and they are gone. Now, let me tell you. When I wanted to help them, I accepted to help them because what is there? We all one. We will disagree to agree. They thought they are smart. What is holding them is the declaration of their seat vacant that was done in December 2023. That's what is holding them. So they think, well, I know they don't know anything. They think I'm like them. We're not doing any budget to nullify that decision. It is what will send them to their villages. For me, as I'm talking to you, I have started preparing my budget for 2025, which I'm going to present very soon. Don't allow anybody to deceive you. They can come to the media and dance. When they go behind, they cry. It is the truth. We don't know how to dance. We say it the way it is and stand tall anywhere we go to.
All right. You thought that the political crisis in Rivers State is coming to an end, right? You are in for a shocker. It has just begun. Money, power, resource control is a source of this political crisis. A judgment was passed, but currently there are two opposing lawmakers in the Rivers State House of Assembly. The lawmakers loyal to Wike is ordering the governor to represent the budget. The three lawmakers that are loyal to the governor, they are telling the governor to disregard the order. You just heard the governor saying that these lawmakers don't have any seats in the Rivers State House of Assembly. An attempt was made to bomb the state. The governor is accusing the police of complicity. 1 year gone, the only thing that have taken the center stage in the Rivers State politics is the political crisis. The fight between Wike and his political godson Fubara. When two elephants fight, the grasses suffers. The crisis in Rivers State between Governor Similaye Fubara and his predecessor Nyesom Wike is a classic example of the African proverb, when two elephants fight, the grass suffers. The tussle between the two political heavyweights has thrown the state into turmoil, with the people of Rivers State caught in the middle. The crisis began with the political succession of 2023, when Wike handpicked Fubara as his successor. However, their relationship turned sour, and Wike's involvement in the crisis has been significant. The majority of the 27 lawmakers allegedly loyal to Wike endorsed an impeachment notice against Governor Fubara. The judiciary has been drawn into the crisis with multiple court orders and counter orders issued. Many are of the opinion that a former council chairman, chief of staff, former education minister, and the two-term governor is banking on his position as a federal minister and closeness to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to stampede Fubara into doing his bidding. Others are of the view that Fubara, a seasoned technocrat and former accountant general during the Wike administration, may be quiet and one who counts his words, but it's not a pushover since the constitution confers on him enormous power and war chest. The intervention of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu brought relief as Fubara stooped low, accept all points in the communique that followed, withdrew cases in court, allowed his factional speaker to resign, allowed the now sacked 27 lawmakers to return to their duty posts, and reinstated commissioners loyal to Wike, who resigned as a result of the crisis. Fubara did all these things humiliatingly, yet the Wike camp were not satisfied and poised for war. This triggered and escalated the crisis to what it is today. The chairmen of the local government areas joined Wike in fight by refusing to vacate office when their tenure had elapsed. They rely on an amended version of the local government law passed by the sacked 27 lawmakers. A court judgment nullifying the amendment did not assuage the cancerous ego of the ousted chairman, who spoiled for way a few days ago, insisting that they won't vacate office. It took a determined Governor Fubara to wield the beast stick, order the head of service of each local government to take over rings of power. The very next day, he appointed caretaker committee chairman and members to hold sway and ordered the State Electoral Commission to immediately commence process for local government elections. As though that was not enough, the governor held a Security Council meeting and requested that security be beefed up to forestall breakdown of law and order, the main intent of the Wike camp. This plan was made public when the APC in the state issued a state statement requesting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to declare a state of emergency in Rivers State. Countering the claim of the APC, Governor Fubara, the chief security officer of the state, has emphasized that the state and its people are enjoying an enduring atmosphere of peace to promote sustainable development, fast-paced investment, and accelerated economic growth. He said the recent negative narrative that portrays the state as immersed in crisis with disrupted peace is untrue, misguided, and was the handwork of mischief makers. He said this in quote, and to also tell Nigerians that Rivers State is peaceful. You can see that we are moving about inspecting projects that are against what you see on the screen of your television set, that police are everywhere, that we do not move about anymore, and that Rivers State is under siege. We are not under siege. Our state is free and peaceful. If at all there is any problem in any part of the state, I know quite well that Nigerians know where the problem is coming from, not from us, he clarified, unquote. The situation highlights the dangers of godfatherism and the need for caution in a way politicians exert their influence. The crisis raised questions about the integrity of democracy in Nigeria and the role of the judiciary in resolving political disputes. The people of Rivers State deserve better than to be held hostage by the political ambition of few individuals. Former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan has called for a ceasefire, saying the escalation of the political tension is inimical to progress. He emphasized that the protracted crisis could hamper the development of Rivers State and destabilize the Niger Delta region with spiral effect on the country. Other well-meaning Nigerians have lent their voices on the need for both parties to go the path of peace in the overall interest of the Rivers people. Let me quickly add that the implication and consequences of Wike versus Fubara tussle include political instability leading to a volatile political environment, undermining the stability of the state government and threatening the democratic process, economic consequences which has already affected the state economy, with investors becoming wary of investing in a politically unstable environment. The conflict has led to increased security concerns with a report of violence and intimidation, which may snowball into a humanitarian crisis with innocent citizens caught in the middle, may result in damage to public infrastructure, reversing the gains made by the state. Apart from the judiciary being undermined by political patronage, the crisis has undermined the legislature severally. For months now, the business of lawmaking has been grounded. The people are not represented, while the governor now relies on makeshift arrangement to get the government business going. This is not only anti-democratic, but portends grave danger if not nipped in the bud. Equally intrusive is the fact that crisis has eroded public trust in government and the political leaders. They have diverted resources away from critical areas such as education, healthcare, and infrastructural development, thus hindering the development of Rivers State in the Niger Delta region. There is the palpable fear, as alluded by former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, that the crisis has implications for national security, stability, and democracy, with potential spillover effect on the state and reminiscent of the Wild West crisis in the 1960s. Another dire thread of this conflict is the likelihood of Fubara taking erratic actions and decisions based on impulse in an attempt to target Wike or his supporters. Such actions may not augur well with the development, peace and progress and stability of the state. The dire consequences of the Wike vs. Fubara tussle underscore the need for urgent resolution and a return to peaceful democratic governance in Rivers State. It is for this reason that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should not be seen as taking side, but should rather call his appointee Nyesom Wike to order. Undermining, disparaging, and denigrating the office of a sitting governor by Tinubu's minister without him publicly cautioning his appointee clearly shows support for the act and an act of collusion. Mr. President should man up, declare his stance in the matter, and follow it up with affirmative actions. To ensure a return to normalcy in Rivers State, Governor Fubara should, as a matter of urgency, sue for peace, engage in dialogue where necessary, stay focused on governance, create room for reconciliation and healing, ensure the safety and security of citizens, addressing violence and intimidation, foster a spirit of cooperation and inclusivity, involving all stakeholders in the governance process, listen to and address the concerns of all parties, including Wike supporters, show courage, empathy and vision, inspiring confidence in his leadership. Wike, on his part, is a great Rivers leader who should understand that life is in times and seasons. He should know that his time as a governor has passed, and he should give Governor Fubara a breathing space. He seems to be suffering from self-induced amnesia, to have forgotten so soon how he became governor and chased his predecessor Rotimi Amechi out of Rivers State. Wike need to be reminded that Rivers is not his personal estate where he issue orders like a garrison commander. If he truly loves Rivers people, as he claims, he should give peace a chance, call his backing dogs to order, seek support for Fubara, and contribute his quota as a federal minister. Wike should calm his loquaciousness and conduct himself in a manner of befitting of him. Let me submit by stating that the Wike vs. Fubara tussle is a classic example of the destructive nature of political conflict. The people of Rivers State are the ones suffering, and it is time for the two elephants to sheathe their sword and work towards a peaceful resolution. The development of Rivers State and the stability of Nigeria's democracy depend on it, and it's too important to be sacrificed on the altar of ego and personal interest. A stitch in time save 9. Thank you for watching.